Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode in Riverbend Springs. And if I'm not mistaken, logging trucks have arrived. So let me quickly go and say hi to the drivers. Wow, beautiful. These are the two loads Mr. John Tambiers sent in exchange for a playground. We could see in his videos while he was loading this green trailer and this black trailer with black rims, for that matter. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. And this, John, is your playground already waiting for transport. I'm just waiting for the transport company to arrive. I brought this here with my truck and trailer in two parts, but yeah, I can't go on a long journey with this because I am needed here. Look at that, how beautiful that looks. So it's a Volvo and it's a Mack. Man, these machines are beautiful. In any case, I'm gonna try and unload this. And let's see how it goes. But first let me invite these two truckers for a cup of coffee and maybe make them a breakfast or something. They arrived quite early in the morning. Must have driven through the night. So after I made these guys a good breakfast, bacon and eggs, a proper American breakfast, yeah, they called a cab and they went into town because probably gonna take me the whole day to unload this because I don't have proper equipment. You know, I don't have a crane or anything like that, an excavator like Mr. John has, and he successfully used it to load these two trailers. But yeah, I only have my tractor and the wood grab. Or is it a fork? But, you know, I'm not exactly sure what the name of the attachment is. But let me start and organize things. So, the truckers left the keys in their trucks, and if I am inspecting the tires, they are quite squished, which means Mr. John, you have loaded this a bit too full, I think. Nobody complained. Look at that, the tires are almost flat. And how are these? Now these are better. I guess there's more of them. Yeah, awesome. In any case, I need to shuffle some things around so I have enough space to actually do everything I need to do. I'm gonna load as many logs in this as I can in this place. So first thing first, I need to take off the bucket, and I need to quickly readjust that pallet fork I bumped in the previous episode. It's quite difficult to get this in because it's such a wide bucket. It's not wide for a bucket, but it's wide for these doors and the length of the tractor. Alright, and I need to fix this one. It's more like this. Perfect. Yeah, I thought I'm gonna hit the barn. It's fine. Since I don't have much space here, I do think I'm gonna have to shuffle the trucks around a bit. Because I really wanna have enough space to take everything off. Okay, this trailer can go somewhere over here. And I want to put it sideways so it doesn't go down the hill if the brakes suddenly stop working. Good. Fine. And now I need to take the winch away, because it's right in front of that that log grab. Okay, you can go and sleep over here. And that is the log grab. So these two trailers are full of 6-meter lodgepole pine, and for that matter it's the premium cut size. So John, you have really outdone yourself. I do appreciate it. This is gonna keep my sawmill running for a while, I believe. Alright, so I'm just thinking how to go about this. Ideally, I would have a trailer facing squarely to the sawmill. Now, I don't really have enough space to do here. I think. In any case, let me try and shuffle the trucks around. So which one do I empty first? I think I'm gonna go for the Mac and move it out of the way. Aw, beautiful. Right, let me reverse this down the path that it came up. Man, you can feel the weight. Alright, I think this is quite far enough. Such a beautiful truck. Let me look inside again. Man, this is a whole house. Look at that. You have a microwave, you have a fridge, you have a beautiful Mac sigil or insignia. Man, there's so much space in here. Yeah, and these people can live in these trucks. And as I am led to believe, they often do. So how do I turn this around? You know what the perfect place would be if I would put it in here. Yeah, okay, so please excuse the undecisiveness. This is my first time doing anything like this. So yeah, I think the best course of action would be to reverse down there and put the cab in there, so I can actually reach the whole trailer with my tractor and front loader. Ooh, this one has a better sound. This one is only a day cab. These trucks really don't like reversing, do they? The trailers, though. Must be that those rock protections, the skirts. Maybe they're just loaded too much and they go too much to the ground. Okay, careful now. I don't want to hit your playground toy. Okay, I think this is good. Let me just jump out. Nope. Need to reverse a bit more. Okay, I overdone it. Maybe I can do it in a way that I first unload the front part, move the truck a bit more forward. You know, I unload this, move the truck forward, and I unload the rear bit. This might be the best course of action. I don't know. There's gonna be quite a pile over there. The sawmill can't really take everything at the moment. I still have 25,000 liters out of 50,000 capacity. But it doesn't matter, you know, the wood can wait. The wood can wait. Now the main thing is, will I even reach? All right. So the first log, Mr. 10 Beers, is off. I'm gonna start piling it like this. Have to leave some room in front of the actual saw. So maybe if I go from the side, I can actually take everything off. And can't really. This is exactly where I can't see. Oh. Okay. No, it doesn't want to grab. Why? Maybe if I go like this, it'll grab it. Perfect. It's such a lucky thing that I have this window on the roof. Yeah, judging by the speed, how fast I am taking logs off, I'll be here all day. Fine. I didn't have anything else planned for today, so good. Okay. Nice scooch underneath like this. Well, this is gonna be quite fine. I want to put a few on the ground before I start loading them into the vertical position. Alright, can I reach that one in the back? That feels like the one that needs to go next. Come on. I'm not sure if I would be able to do this with the old John Deere that I had. You know? I might have some height issues, because this tractor is quite a lot bigger than the John Deere was. I might have some problems reaching stuff. And on the other hand, seeing stuff, because if I remember correctly, I did not have the roof window on that tractor. Yeah, I think this is not too bad. So, for the sake of viewing pleasure, I think I'm gonna do the remainder in time-lapse. I hope I can do it nicely so you don't get motion sickness. And in between I'll try. I need to go a little bit further so you drop in like that, yeah. In between I'm gonna try and refill the sawmill. So I have 23,000 and I put 6 logs in, and if I try to accept 5 logs, it gave me 7,000. Okay. So I'm gonna fill the sawmill up completely, and then I'm gonna make sure that I load everything, and it seems like I have to this one just a little bit more to the back, a little bit backwards. So 5 logs were around 7,000 liters. Wow. Mr. Pambeers, you are a real savior. You know, once you get the hang of this, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. So another 5 logs, let's say 6 logs, should be around 40,000. So we need to put 12 logs into this place to fill up the sawmill, if my calculations are vaguely correct. I think they are, but you know how it is. I sometimes love calculations, but they're not always right. Okay. Well, the first truck is emptied out, so I'm thinking of reversing and... Oh. Actually, you know what? I don't think they can go down that way. The road is too windy. So how do I set them up so they can leave easily? I might just reverse down there. Yeah, it's a lot easier to go now when I don't have the the load on. It doesn't seem to get stuck. The flaps. Yeah, the flaps. This is the word I was searching for. Good. Close enough. Yikes! Oh! Oh, that was close. Did I hit it? Hope I didn't. Let me just move this away a little bit. Mr. John, if this is your trailer, I do apologize if there are any dents on it. I did not do it on purpose. It was just a miscalculation. So, yeah. If there's anything wrong, let me know and I'll settle the bill for fixing it. Of course, no problem. I do own up to my mistakes. I kind of have been brought up to, or not exactly brought up to, but I did, through my life experience, started believing that owning up to your mistakes is one of the main things that define you as an adult. Because, you know, kids hide. They don't know any better, but when you're an adult, if you mess up, you mess up. You know, everything is fixable. I just wanted to see, I'm not gonna hit the playground. So you know what, I think I'm gonna unload the rear part first so I can reverse without any trouble. Yeah, okay, plenty of space. Okay, so let the unloading continue. Alrighty then, now I think this is the last log, if my eyes do not deceive me. And they sure do not. So it's already 1 PM. It took me just about 4 hours to get the logs off. So once again, Mr. Tambiers, you have outdone yourself. This one can fall off. Good. Good. Let me park this here. I guess it's not gonna be an issue if it's not undercover for a while, but look at this. Wow, beautiful. I don't know if I have ever had such a stack here. I don't think I have. So for the final act of this part is I'm gonna set the trucks up for departure. So the drivers don't have to mess around too much. And because I really like the joy of moving these trucks around. So let me make a really wide berth here. I don't want to get the trailer stuck on a tree or something. It's enough I bumped it with the forklift, or that I bumped into a forklift. Yeah, okay, this should be plenty of room, so let's put all the parking brakes on. And let's get the other one, the Mack truck. In other news, I have ordered another lorry or another truck to come here and get this playground loaded up. I think it's gonna be a box trailer or maybe a curtain sider, I'm not sure, but yeah, it's definitely needs to be nice and safely packed. Okay, let's make another wide berth here. Man, this is a truck. Because it has such a huge cab, it actually sounds like you're in a hall listening to this gorgeous engine sound. Okay, is the trailer following nicely? It is, we're on the road. Let me just step outside to listen to the engine sound. Awesome. Alright, let's turn it off. Parking brakes on. And when the drivers come, they can simply go away and return the trailers. I think one of these, this 366 PAE, is from you, John. And the other one, I think I heard you said that it was provided by the transport company. In any case, yeah, I'll see them off. And I think I still have some time left in the day or in the episode. So I will check if the playground construction needs anything or anybody else needs anything. And while I check that, I'm gonna wait for the truck to arrive to take this away. Alright, so the trucks went away, and I did have a call with the playground foreman, and he needs 12 pallets of wood beams yet again. Now let me check how much I can afford to give. I have 7 pallets right here, and we are almost to the 8th pallet. Okay. So I won't waste any time, I'm gonna load them and take them there. And I'll later on come back, and I suppose the truck, the transport for the playground should be here. So yeah, let me load this up real quick and then we'll go. We'll go load up this beauty. I have already seen in Mr. Tambier's video that he has a place ready for the playground. Oh, look at that, rain. In any case, yeah, I have seen that he has a place ready for the playground right next to the cabin. Right next to the lake beside the cabin. So yeah, I think it's gonna be a beautiful spot for his grandchildren when they come to visit. So they can splash in the pond and play on the toy and, you know, run around, jump a bit. What kids do. So let me face somewhere around here. In any case, we have a decent pile of logs now. All thanks to Mr. John. So of course I need to make sure that the toy gets delivered today. So thinking about another 12 pallets of wood beams, it's gonna be quite a feat. Even though I do have 8. Well, actually no, I take that back. I only need to produce 5 more, or let's say 4 more if I wait for another pallet to be produced and deliver it a bit later on today. Yeah, I take that back. We should have that easily in the stock. Okay, and you, sir, are going on the trailer. Whoops, I bumped it. I don't know if you have ever driven one of these forklifts, but the back plating, it's a really solid metal. It's thick, and I need to push the wood a bit more in. I just noticed. In any case, yeah, it's a very thick and strong metal, so if I bump into a wood pallet like that, there should be not even a scratch, I think. Come on. Get it off. Okay, let me push this a bit more in. Don't want to be left side heavy. Alright, and I believe the best way to go get this lot is from this side. Even though I do have to go off-roading a bit. But at least I have enough space to get in. Okay, so this goes on top of the trailer. And now I only have to wait for another one to get produced. And we should be golden. And of course the playground maker will have enough materials to work with. So everything should be fine and dandy. Try and orient this because the pallet is probably gonna appear over there. Something like this. So I can pick it up easily. Alright, and this is the transport for the playground toy. It's gonna be taken away on a flatbed. I did expect a curtain sider or a box car, but I guess they sent this in instead. It's fine, you know, the toy is made to be outside, so if it's bolted down or strapped down thoroughly, it shouldn't be any problem. Let me just move this away. And yeah, we're gonna load it bit by bit with the Massey-Ferguson. And that would be it as far as our deal is concerned. So you have pulled through on your side, you delivered two trailer loads of logs. Even though I only expected one trailer load, but yeah, thank you so much again. In any case, we're gonna load this now, and I am eagerly expecting the arrival at your place. Okay, and that's all taken away. The truck is on its way to your place, so you can expect it fairly soon. So it's time to load it up and take it away. This is gonna make another windfall for us. Another big piece of income. Okay, and as I've said before, this one goes on a truck. It is gonna be a bit high, granted, but I think it should be fine for the short trip I need to make. Alright, something like this. No? Maybe push it forward a bit. Yeah. Quite nothing good. Right. Let's take it away. And while I'm in the forklift, I'm gonna put it back into the garage. In any case, see you at the playground construction site. Okay, arriving back for the first time today to the playground construction. There is another toy in the making already. Yeah, Monica has been hard at work. In any case, let me try and unload everything here. So 25,600 for that, and I think I need to drive forward a bit for this part. And another 25, so around 50 grand for all the wood beams. I still need to provide 4 more. I don't think this is gonna be an issue now that I have so much wood in stock. But let's see if the project has progressed any since we last been here. Doesn't look like it has. I'm guessing work is gonna start on the rear now, on the stern of the ship. In any case, I really wonder what's gonna come out of this project. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Hope you had fun, and we'll see you next time. Take care and goodbye.